Hello, my name is David, and I am not a recruiter, but I do have 20 years of experience. I managing a variety of different teams, and I want to share with you all, I think the number one misconception of what happens when you hit apply and what you're up against. I strongly encourage you to go to the end of the video. I don't think most people realize what's happening. And I think by the end of the video, you'll have a better perspective of what you need to change, what changes you need to make to be more competitive in your job search. Okay, so to do this, I'm going to open up Excel and share with you all a fictional job posting, um, fictional results that are all directionally accurate. Okay, I went through a scenario like this recently where I reviewed over 100 resumes. So I was helping out the HR team, and this is what I saw. I've seen this in the past, and again, I don't think most people understand or realize what's going on. So you don't see the job description. I'm just going to describe it for you. This is a SEO content position. It's primarily about writing. Okay. It's not technical SEO, it's writing. And that's very clear in the description. We need somebody to come in that can write content, long form, edit, everything content related, and have a good base knowledge of SEO. Okay. So we're going to post the job and we're going to post on Monday. Now, I'm not going to look at the job, right, all week. I'll probably look at it Thursday or Friday. And let's say on Friday, we have 500 responses. Okay. This is 500 people that have replied to this job. And now the next task that has to happen is, in this case, I'm going to say I sifted through those resumes and I need to narrow down who we're going to look at in more detail. You always hear, hey, you get 6 seconds to really show yourself in this process. That's true. Okay. I know that we all would love to have someone that would spend more time on our resume to really better understand what we could bring to the table. But I don't think you all realize how many unqualified responses these job postings get. And it takes a lot of time to get through the unqualified just to get to the qualified. So these numbers, again, they're not real. The position's not real. It's all directional. It's all to illustrate what you need to do. And at the end of that, I think there's going to be a big lesson. And I hope, hopefully, someone that watches this video will understand the changes they need to make today to have a better chance of getting that next job. So in this case, of the 500 responses, I'm going to say 300. They are not, sorry, my typing's not great, not in our geo. So this could mean that the job specifically states, hey, this is for California residents, and we get a response from North Carolina. It could mean that this says US only, and we're getting response from overseas candidates. But of the 500, there's about 300 people that are not qualified. Now, you would think that, like, hey, those are easy to sift through. Not always, because even if we ask for that location, people don't always make it really clear where they live. I don't know if that's on purpose or on accident or why that is, but it takes some time to go through those 300. And so we have 200 people left, right? So 200 people left. Of the 200 people left, we're going to say 100 are just not qualified. Um, they definitely don't pass the 6 second test. But I want to give you an example. It's like, let's say this is for an SEO content position and they're a web developer. Um, Web developers may think they have SEO experience, but it doesn't make them relevant for this role unless they do a lot of revamping on their resume. Okay, they can't just post their generic development resume and expect to even be considered for this. Those people are gone in 6 seconds. Okay, so what I want you to think about is when you apply for a job, it's not about whether you think you can do the job. Okay. It doesn't matter if up in here you believe you can do the job. You have to make it clear and apparent on that resume that not only can you do the job that they have posted, that you want the job. Okay. And so that's hard to do. It's hard to do if you've been a developer and you want to move over to SEO content. If you've been a robotics engineer and you want to move to client service, it can be a hard transition. But I'm not saying this to discourage you from applying. I'm saying this for you to understand that sending your generic resume over, thinking that you can do the job, is not sufficient. There's too many good candidates applying for this role. You're not ever going to be seen. So out of this, that gives us 100 people left. Um, and this is where I think most people get the job application process wrong. Okay. Of the 100 people left, I'm going to say 50 of them are technical SEOs. They're talking about SEMrush, Ahrefs, Screaming Frog, their PHP knowledge. I don't know. They're talking about stuff that's not content. This is an SEO content position. I need you to hear me. This is an SEO content position. I need you to demonstrate on your resume that you can write content, that you want to do this role, and that you're not just looking for anything to get by. Okay. I know there are a lot of people out there that are struggling. They just need a job. They would do it and they'd probably do fine. But if I'm a company, okay, because 50 of them are technical, now I got 50 people that are sort of qualified. That's an official term, sort of qualified, which means I'm looking at sort of qualified. Okay. So there's 50 people left that have content experience on their resume. Their job titles are kind of in line with what we're hiring for. I think their salary expectations are going to be in line with what we're looking for. And now this is where the rubber hits the road. Okay. Of the 50 that are sort of qualified, there are going to be 15 people that are really qualified. Okay. These are people that have spent their entire career writing content for SEO. They've been editing content for SEO. This is what they've done for 5, 6, 10, 15 years. Okay. I need you to envision their resume. The entire resume is around SEO content. Okay. I think a lot of the people that sit here don't understand why they're not getting callbacks. Or a lot of the people that sit here, the 50, how do we go from 50 to 15? Well, 50 to 15, there's a 35-person difference. 35 of these people were a blend of technical and writing. These people, I am positive, would go back after applying for this job and say, I don't understand why I did not get a response. That's what they're going to say. This is what you need to understand. That job posting had 15 really qualified people. Okay. So, what I need you to take away from this, you're looking for a job, it's hard. Even if you're 15, and even if you're really qualified, it's hard for this role, right? Like, let's be real. It's hard. There's a lot of competition. Okay. But what I need you to understand is you cannot apply for a job and not be 100% qualified. You need to be 100% qualified. Does that mean you're going to get a call back? No. Okay. Does not mean that. What it means is that for you to even be on the field, to use an analogy of football, for you to even be on the field, to have an opportunity to catch the pass, you need to be 100% qualified. So what I want you to take away is when you're looking at your resume and you're looking at the job description, it can't be 30% on point. It can't be 60% on point. It's probably going to be hard to be 100% on point. So let's change this. You need to be 80+% on point. Okay. So that's my, kind of my big tip today. I hope this is helpful for you all that are looking for a job because I know it's tough out there. I know that it's frustrating not to get responses, but some of my friends that have been looking, it's one of the most consistent things we've talked about that I just don't think people understand is how on target your resume has to be for the job opening. Please subscribe. Please share this if you think that it is of value. And thank you very much. Bye.